Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is now Wednesday, April 8th, 2015, a little after 12:30 in the morning, or midnight 30, whatever you want to call it, AM time slots. The pressure is on. The problem is Echo rocks, and she rocks very well down the bubble up path, and much better than I anticipated, primarily because I thought the bubble shield would not allow you to shoot the Siren Scream, let alone another bubble. And it does. And that changes things. So that was a very, very, very good path in my opinion. Maybe not the most aggressive and wow, look at these numbers type path, but the damage reduction that she gets from being in the bubble shield and picking up additional bubbles, very significant in my opinion. So I kind of showcase that. If you take those links at the top of the video description box to the Skylander Club forum or my site, you can see that video. You can also see my comprehensive analysis and, of course, the trademark Attack Damage Numbers Spreadsheet. So that said, my initial plan, in part because I didn't think you could shoot through the bubble shield, was to take bubble up, reset her, and then hopefully, which I thought that path would be good, I just didn't know it would be that good. That's why I said the pressure's on now, because I really need Singalong to either be as good or be better than bubble up, and that's going to be a tough order, but that's what we're going to go for. So Singalong improve the Siren Scream attacks. My other logic was just, I felt like I would use the primary attack more than the secondary attack. I felt like I will use the secondary attack to set up like a defensive deal or something as enemies approach, but then once I'm in the heat of the battle, I'm either going to be making use of the primary attack and the tertiary attack, or retreating and then sending back out with the bubbles. So I like paths that are kind of like armor based, and they've kind of done away with that, and this was sort of close to that, not giving you a direct boost, but like I said, I just didn't think I thought you would be like a sitting duck. Just kind of like, ooh, I'm in a bubble, haha, I can't do as much damage, and we couldn't do anything, and it turns out you can. So, hopefully this is good. That said, we get started now with ultimate pitch control. This is going to be huge. Granted, as is, she can spin that thing around for a couple of cycles, but with our 15 wing sapphires, $11.91 the price. Hold X indefinitely for a never-ending Siren Scream. It doesn't say anything about increasing the damage. Which the damage numbers are fine as is. It would be great if they did that. 133 to 199, where we left off with pitch control. She was getting basically 15 hits, roughly 13 seconds, again where it began. 5 hits, 8 seconds, 111 to 166. So now we can just hold this thing down as long as we want to. Damage is the same, so 133 to 199. But the cool thing is now whenever we rotate, or maybe we've just got like a wave of enemies here, we can just kind of approach them. You can back up, it's just harder to do. You kind of have to do it meanderingly. But you get the idea. This is very, very effective. You can see the great range this thing has as it gets over there. But that's what I got this for. Previously, like I said, we get about 15 hits or X number of seconds, a couple of cycles here, and then boom, she's done. And granted, you can go right back to it, but this allows you a little greater flexibility there. So, Siren Scream,
then press the tag button again to
definitely exclamation point, because I'm excited. Alright, yes we are. Upgrade. Now, you might ask, why would I ever end Siren Scream if I can do it indefinitely? And this helps answer that question. It's called Scream Out. Quickly press X again after a Siren Scream to deliver a powerful shout attack. $15.41 is our price. Now, I'm assuming that would be if we can just tap X and tap X again, or if you've held it down and cleared stuff out and then you decide to do this. So let's try to figure that out. Oh yeah, so you can just X it. Ooh, 199. And that's critical there. Is it always going to be critical? Quickly press attack 1 again after Siren Scream to deliver a powerful shout attack. Well, if it is always critical, I could care less because that's better for us. I thought it would be a different set of numbers, though. Let's try. We're gonna, in theory, we're taking down a wave of enemies here. Now we've just got a few over here, and let's release that. So yeah, Scream Out seems to be 133 to 199 with 199. Highly likely. And by highly likely, I mean every time we've done it. So, let's just check it from here. Okay, so obviously we're in the range there. It's got decent range. Yeah, I mean, every time I do it, it's 199. So, I'm cool with that. I will gladly take the higher number every time. Could you possibly see 133? Absolutely. But it's looking like that's going to be the rare occurrence, if at all. So, now, the saving grace, I think, here, and this is something I was very excited about, I like the Sonic Slam Attack. I don't know what it is with Slam Attacks. I personally, have something about them I just enjoy. And Ultrasound for 2101 is going to offer us Hold Y, which is our Sonic Slam, to charge the Sonic Slam attack and unleash another more powerful burst. So we'll pick that up. Alright, so just to recap what we have, we'll make sure it's still doing the 140 to 210 as well. I'm just going to tap Y. Yeah, so still 140 to 210, and then the 28 to 42. So, well, there's an extra comma in one of these I've got to correct. Okay. 28 to 42. 2x, I'll go ahead and add that because that seems to be the case now. But let's see how long we have to charge this thing. I'm guessing 3 seconds. Oh wait, she just triggered that herself. So, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I'm gonna let go. And she will, 700, okay. I'm gonna hold it down this time. I'm gonna tap, and then hold. Okie dokie. So, basically the way this works, Ultrasound, hold attack 3, which is a Y button here on the Xbox, to charge the Sonic Slam and unleash another more powerful burst. So 140 to 210 is what we had. This is roughly 5 times that. 140 times 5 would be 700. So half of 700 would be 350. 700 critical would thus be 1050. Anytime you get into 4-digit territory with a non-elite Skylander, and not a WoW Pal or a Soul Gem, you're doing something right. So I feel a little redeemed here. And the rest of this path was cool. It didn't increase the damage any, So you had that going, and then you get this, which just like, oh, that's why. But let's see here. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Looks like the 3rd second she starts that shield, it's got a ridiculous range. I'm thinking we'll hit both dummies with it from here. So check this out. I'll count it out. When we hit 3 seconds, you'll see like that white shield of music. That seems to do 28 to 42. Here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. And we hit both dummies. So incredible range. I'm going to stand close. Once we get to the 3-second mark, you should start seeing the shield. Right there. Boom. Alright, let's see if we can get a number on the 28 to 42. Ooh, that was the 1050. That was a salty number. Looks like we're going to do Ultrasound, 28 to 42, 3 times. And then the Slam, 700 to 1050. Nothing major, just 700. Alright, so charge 3 seconds. 28 to 42, 3 times in the shield, 1050. My last question is, can we move while we are in that position? No, you cannot. So you are stationary, but quite frankly, who cares? Because that's just impressive. So, last thing we've got is the Soul Gem. That's right, there's still more. It's called Call of the Siren. Use Siren Scream on a bubble bomb to put enemies in a painful trance. 2801 is the price. I don't know if I'm going to showcase this here. I might tell you to go back to Bubble Up, which is also a great path, and I kind of spent more time checking it out. But basically, you're going to throw out a bubble, and we got to do it where it's not going to hone in on the dummy, like that. Okay, so right there, that basically is going to put enemies in a trance. It works best with like trolls or bigger enemies. Why was that only 84? I guess because it didn't have max bubble damage. Now I gotta research this. Alright, but anyway, bubble, charge it up, and that right there as it pulls, like a troll would just kind of be like, oh, the light is so pretty, or the music or something. 40 to 60 damage, at least that's what it was doing. I guess we're gonna actually have to go somewhere. So where do we want to go? Let's just, I guess it's quicker if we do a Doom challenge, isn't it? So she's maxed out now down the Singalong path. And for some reason earlier, when I said we were done with the previous Bubble Up path, and I said we're going to have to go in and do Singalong, I didn't say it to you because I'm nice, but I got lamb chops. You know, I don't know if anyone remembers it, but, you know, lamb chops, that one, yeah. It's a song that never ends, you know, too, and I interconnected both of those, so scarred for life, I suppose. But just why can you never skip these? Why? Why, I ask? I know you're gonna replay these things like a million times since there's no PvP, and we can't skip the. You know, I'm fine not being able to skip it the first time, but subsequent times we need to be able to skip that. Even if you had to do like some weird button sequence, you know? Like LSRSA or something like that. Anyway, okay, so let's see what this does. Oh, it's only gonna do 28. Curse you not being maximum bubble damage. So 28 to 42, we didn't get anyone with the explosion. Oh, you go ahead and attack that. Suckers. I don't need grenades, okay, I need that guy. Where's he going? Well, that's a very orderly formation to have. Oh, I know you. Let's see how they like this. Oh, everybody's gone.
Wave complete.
The sound of victory.
Okay, well. So, I need to denote this, though.
Build phase.
28 to 42. It's 40 to 60 when you do bubble up, so that is advantageous with the soul gem on that path. And then when it explodes, it was doing 120 to 180 on the other path. I think we're doing 84. I guess it would be to, what, 126 maybe? Let's find out. Oh, Chaos, we know. You're awesome and have cool people working for you. Here we are, researching. 1 a.m.
Watch out, Skylander. You must avoid the falling chompies.
You know, this would actually be a good, pretty good way to test out the bubble up path, I think. Let's give us a cuckoo clock or a bombshell or something. Okay, oh, there we go. That's the man of the hour. No, not you. So 28. No, you need to get exploded. I didn't get to see the number, he was too big, Dick. Okay, that's gonna have to do something. Come, enemies, come. Get exploded. I think that was an 84 on a 28. Okay, then maybe this will work first. Stupid troll. Let's see if it works on the troll, actually. Well, not that way. Ooh. Okay, just hit at us. Thank you. Okay, I can't see now. Did we not? I thought we had the bubble. This is why the bubbles can be a problem. Okay, we're not quite fast enough to get somewhere where I can charge this comfortably. Quit hitting me. There we go. Now you can
Different tune.
hit this. So they're all in a trance. Even the Jumbo Troll seems to be in a trance. Somebody get blown. 84. So I'm gonna assume that's 84 to 126. That's what I'm gonna do. Now let's have some fun with this. Let's see if he doesn't die. Oh man, don't get to have any fun. I was gonna use our awesome ultrasound on that. So 84 to 126 explosion, and that is on Singalong. So I don't know what's going on the screen. We're busy here. So sadly, Singalong not quite as good on the Soul Gem, but alright, so Call of the Siren, I've got to redo that now. Bubble up equals enemy trance 40 to 60, 120 to 180 explosion, and then I want to control X that, and we want to come in here, semicolon, control V. Why can we not do that? Sing along. I'll just have to manually type it again. What good is copy and paste if you can't paste? Sing along is going to equal 28 to 42 and 84 to a presumably 126 explosion. Alright, that's a really long deal. I might make this one step bigger. Okay, so we'll delete that, and now I'm gonna have to do the same thing, dang it. So, stupid formatting issues. Don't glitch, Microsoft. Okay, they got me concerned there for a second. That's a sign that you see before it crashes. And I hadn't saved the spreadsheet in a while. It's a cardinal sin. Not saving your work every 5 seconds. Okay, so I think I've fixed that. I made this spreadsheet different. I had to just add in that extra deal for Call of the Siren. It's listed twice, and it's because each path does something different. So with that, I can actually 28 to 42 equals enemy trance. Alright, so everything is cool on this front now. So I'm going to save my work, and we'll sit here. I may let her play around a little bit more here, off camera, of course. But got a little bonus content there. Now, you got two choices here. You can go defensive with the bubble up path. You get really nice damage reduction. When you're in the bubble shield, you can shoot from the bubble shield, both the Siren Scream and the bubbles. I wish I would have known that before, I decided to do them in this order, but I didn't because the books don't tell you, and, that's one of those things. I don't know what good the strategy guide is if it doesn't tell you these things, but that said, I think that's a great path. Bubble up, I would have no qualms having that on the character right now. The bubbles do better damage, which obviously that's advantageous, particularly defensively, because that's how you'd use pretty much all of that path. Burst My Bubble is good. It gets extra damage there at the end. And then, of course, if you take Bubble Up, you're going to do slightly more damage. 28-42 on the Trance with Singalong. 40 to 60 if you go Bubble Up. The Explosion on Singalong, 84 to 126. And then 120, 180, all those numbers being on the Soul Gem. So, that said, Singalong, you can hold that down indefinitely. Your Siren Scream, that said, you have a really long life cycle to begin with just from pitch control, the base upgrade. Scream Out, seems like anytime you do end it, you're going to deal a 199 every time, which is nice. It's sad that's not a higher number. I'd be okay with ultimate pitch control staying the same, but I feel like Scream Out should have been, even if it's slight, if it was like 210 or 220, to 330 or something. Just anything above that would have been good, or multiple times, like a 2-hit thing. But the saving grace there is ultrasound, which you can see again right here. About 3 seconds to charge, 28 to 42 during that time, and then that deals 700 to 1050 with incredible range. So if you're after something that's like, wow, look at that, this is the path for you. If you're after something that's a little, if you spam the primary attack, if you love her Siren Scream, and you primarily use it, you don't ever really use the bubbles, regardless of how good the defensive capabilities are. If you don't use them, you would want to take Singalong. You get 2 upgrades to the primary, 1 to the tertiary. Obviously the one to the tertiary is huge. If you're into the big numbers, that's the one for you. I think I'm going to stick with Singalong just because I do like to use, for the same reasons I said at the start of the video, I like the bubbles, but I would basically set them up one time, and then for each like successive wave of enemies I might reset it. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, you know, we got these tough enemies that aren't dying, I better use my bubbles. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to eradicate him with my never-ending Siren Scream. That's my personal playstyle. If I have to retreat, I can do that. If I can get somewhere where I've got roughly 3 seconds, I'll decimate everything with ultrasound. That said, if cash wasn't an issue, if I wasn't trying to save up some cash and, you know, not have spend it on everything, you know, like this, Bubble Up is a fantastic path, but again, it's 2 very different play styles is what it's going to come down to here. So if you're defensive minded, if you like something different, go with Bubble Up. I think you will be well served with it. If you're more aggressive and you just want that big one-hit wow factor, definitely take Singalong. One hidden discrepancy, very minor, but significant in that it is a difference. The Soul Gem Call of the Siren benefits more from the Bubble Up path, but again, that's really not enough to make you either A, take Bubble Up, or B, not take Singalong. So again, if you come in and you like the primary attack, you like to spam it, you like the constancy of it, Singalong is what you want to take. If you prefer defensive stuff, Bubble Up is a very good path. Burst My Bubble really is its saving grace. I would still be interested in it without Burst My Bubble, but with Burst My Bubble you get a really nice increase there. So that's something to take note of as well. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Echo is a very impressive Skylander, I have to say. Out of the Wave 4 characters, she's honestly who I expected the least of. She kind of seems like, you know, like I've said, Gill Grunts, Punk Shock, hybrid type character. I meant to say Zap, Punk Shock type hybrid type thing. So in all honesty, she's pretty dadgum impressive, and again, I don't think you can go wrong with either. They're just very starkly contrast paths, defense or offense. Pick one and run with it. I think whichever path you take, once you master it, which won't take long with either, I feel like you will be pretty well served and happy with it. But if you do have in the budget to get 2 of some Skylanders, Echo is one that would be very nice to have. If you have Bubble Up and Singalong, you've got a very great defensive path, and you have something that's just super powerful with ultrasound that you can make use of. So that said, I will leave it at that. I'm very happy with her, and I think for the next upgrade, I've had Ethan has requested Nightmare, I believe. I always plan to buy a second one of those when they release their singles. I've not seen, I know they exist, I know they're part of the wave, and I've seen other people with them, but I've not seen them here, and that's a problem. And I don't really want to pay freight on stuff. I get sick of that. Freight's ridiculous. But that said, I don't know, I might do their base upgrades and then kind of see. I was always going to get 2 of them. I don't think I'm going to do it now. I would like to in the future, but I might wait until there's like a big price drop type thing, you know. You know, maybe in the summer, or, you know, September, August, September, kind of right in the wake of the next games, usually when you can catch a good deal. So that might be my plan there. So I could reset them. I think they're both at level 10 or higher, which I hate resetting characters that are that high up. And they both have a I just put Nightline on the portal when I was getting Echo some cash this last go around. He's up to like 25k or something crazy. So those are the times I don't want to reset a character. But I may do their base upgrades, or I might come in. I think I'm going to do Gusto and Wallop, the Trap Masters I've had for a while. I've got 2 of both of them, so that's going to be really nice. And then I'm kind of thinking I might do my Elite Whirlwind and Trigger Happy and then get back into some of the cores. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you've got requests that I haven't done, feel free to throw them up, and we'll kind of take it from there. The minis are kind of like low on my list just because I'm familiar with them all, and I'd rather focus on some of the newer characters. So that said, like I mentioned, if you've got something you're dying to see, Trailblazer, I'm waiting on Cobra Kadabra for King Cobra Kadabra. That's my plan there. But if there's someone I've got that I have not upgraded and you're just dying to see it, feel free to throw up a comment. I will try to accommodate you as best I can. That said, if you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It is much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, where I live stream Skylanders Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Personal site, One of Wisdom, my forum I created, the Skylander Club forum. Check it out. If you like it, sign up. It is a great way to communicate with me. Post your thoughts on all things Skylanders. If you like what you see there, sign up. I would absolutely love to have you join everybody. That said, once again, thanks for watching. Take those links at the top of the video description box. You will see Echo's Bubble Up path. You will see Singalong, which we just did. You'll see her base upgrades. And more importantly, you'll have my comprehensive analysis and, of course, the attack damage spreadsheet. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here later.